So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Begley.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. The crowd rises for the national anthem of Portugal. Well, if that doesn't get the juices flowing, then nothing will. There are plenty looking forward to seeing this, a capacity crowd here.
Well, at least on the face of it, Peter, there's very little at stake in this.
But, Jim,
Well, it still gives ample opportunity for some fringe players to make their case. So I'm inclined towards something that's still high in intensity and conviction, and tempo even, and that's not a bad thing.
And that gets things running.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively, but it used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter, and it does allow the fullbacks to play a key role in attack.
Yeah, they offer most of the width, don't they?
Exactly. You want them to be high up the pitch so they can get themselves into the final third whenever possible. This will, of course, ask an awful lot of the centre halves and the central midfielders who need to drop into position and cover the spaces.
João Cancelo. Ah, he's given it away. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Peter, you can never emphasise enough just how important it is to have a dependable goalkeeper, and this fella, Emi Martinez, is certainly one that fits the bill. He's one of the characters left in the game nowadays. I mean, people describe him as a little eccentric, and truth be told, he is at times, but I think we need that in the modern game. We need our characters, we need our big personalities, and I'm glad we've got one here.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. And it's Neves. Might be shoots! It's there!
Well, there's leadership for you. That's what the armband means for him, setting the perfect example, the perfect tone. Tremendous.
What a delicious finish. That is immaculate.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
Argentina finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Steaming on goalwards. Montiel did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Now this could be a chance. Tries to pass it through. It's a threatening ball. And the finish! And it's in! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
Argentina, after 15 minutes.
Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
We're looking at a different game now.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Bruno Fernandes. Cross into the box. And that should get the job done. Martinez. Bruno Fernandes. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. Martinez is flagged offside. Now he's running away. That has ended up in no man's land. Not the most convincing of passes. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Nicely shaped ball. Caught offside that time. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, what a ball! He's had a shot! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Martinez. Vitinha. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo! Goal! Portugal! And again they hit the front. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
And yes, it's him again. Portugal have their lead. McAllister. Now Romero, played out towards the right wing. Nicely weighted ball.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Nuno Mendes. Bruno Fernandes. Bernardo Silva. Over to the other side.
Good switch, that.
It's come backwards here. And it's Vitinha. That's going wide left. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Cristiano Ronaldo! That's a fair try, but just off target.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Montiel. Now it's to Paul. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Vitinha. And back it goes.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
Bernardo Silva. And it's Vitinha. And here's big chance! And another try! Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
Bernardo Silva certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
There will be 3 minutes at a time.
And this is Ronaldo. Now it's Pedro Neto. Oh, super! Is having a shot! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Well, let that be a lesson to them. If they don't stay focused all the time, they're going to be made to pay.
And this could be the final action of the first half. And he's taking no chances there. That's very disappointing, it has to be said. And now the breakaway. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half.
Please be made aware that smoking
Neither
is
side
only
holding back
permitted
here.
in
It has
designated
been
areas
quite a
within
half,
these
this.
grounds.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Portugal are leading 2-1, but things are very much in the balance here.
Everyone, please welcome our players to the field.
So off we go again. João Cancelo. Here's Vitinha. That's destined for the flank. And here's Neto. Vitinha, who's set up one goal so far. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Almada. Martinez.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Nuno Mendes. And back to the goalkeeper. And it's Cancelo. Bruno Fernandes. Spread it left. Now it's Pedro Neto. Lisandro Martinez getting this one clear. It's their second corner of the game. Cleared without hesitation. Bernardo Silva. Well, some are shouting for a corner, but the referee says goal kick. McAllister and Fernandez. Now it's Martinez. That's a good ball out wide. Montiel receives it in a wide position. Elects to cross. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
The attendance for this match
Cristiano
was
Ronaldo.
96,847.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
And it's Bernardo Silva. Araujo. Cristiano Ronaldo being given no time to dwell on the ball here.
Well, to be fair to that defence, it's nigh on impossible to cater for such astute movement, but at least, eventually, they've made the right call.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Pedro Neto. Vitinha. And here's Bruno Fernandes. Chance for a shot! And that's in! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
They've seen the light, and the opposition have been left in the dark.
Medina. More and more pressure on the ball here. Romero. Now it's Messi. In with the challenge. Pedro Neto. And it's Mendes. Great chance! Portugal have their third corner. He's rising! But he's left disappointed.
Bernardo Silva is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Just a quarter of an hour to play. Now, can they get him away? Araujo spots it and intercepts. Now it's Bernardo Silva.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Martinez charging forward, the ball at his feet. That is a great pick out. Almada is onto this. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Martinez. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Medina. Nuno Mendes. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. And that's going right the way across. Now it's Pedro Neto. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. De Paul. And Almada. Ronaldo receives it in a good position here. Fernandes.
2 added minutes has
That's
been
a decent
indicated.
ball. Now it's De Paul. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Lisandro Martinez cuts out the pass. And that's that. Portugal can probably lay claim to the title of having been the better side here. Certainly more results driven as they went about their business in an efficient manner. Cristiano Ronaldo taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Your final thoughts, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
For information provided by the local
So many
police.
thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. Welcome one and all, we have perfect blue skies and quite a contest ahead of us. This really is a feel-good football match. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. The crowd rises for the national anthem of Portugal. Well, if that doesn't get the juices flowing, then nothing will. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, at least on the face of it, Peter, there's very little at stake in this.
But, Jim,
Well, it still gives ample opportunity for some fringe players to make their case. So I'm inclined towards something that's still high in intensity and conviction, in tempo even, and that's not a bad thing.
So straight into the action.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively, but it used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter, and it does allow the fullbacks to play a key role in attack.
Yeah, they offer chance for a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. McAllister.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Oh, now he can run away with it. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, modern centre-backs are judged on their ability to defend. But this guy, Christian Romero, is a player who excels up front too. He loves every opportunity to make a forward run. And even when it comes to set pieces, he'll hang around.
Takes a shot! And that has fizzed wide.
Oh, he overcooked that one, aiming for perfection, and he got it slightly wrong.
McAllister. Portugal are applying all the early pressure.
Yeah, they've been livelier and hungrier and looked the more likely to register first.
Vitinha. Vega. Fernandez. Spread it left. Nuno Mendes. So it is still 0-0. Nicely weighted ball. Bruno Fernandes receives it in a wide position. And here's Bruno Fernandes. Cristiano Ronaldo! Almada. Now it's Messi. And here's Neto. This looks promising. Shot a goal! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. And he's quick to get rid. Now it's Martinez. He's beaten the last man. Oh, the ball's gone astray. Now it's Martinez. Strokes it back. Pedro Neto. And the counter is on. He won't be happy with that one. Fernandez. Pedro Neto. Threads one in. Mendes has the space to scheme. And it's Vitinha. And this is decent chance! Goal! Portugal! And Portugal score first. What a delicious finish. That is immaculate.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
El dorsal 7, Cristiano Ronaldo.
Portugal have broken through. It's 1-0.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Now that looks a decent ball. He's onside, and the shot! Now, and the keeper couldn't hold it. Had a swing, but it wasn't to be.
Well, I think his mind was made up the way that ball arrived, and I certainly admire his willingness to hit the volley.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point, and the score is 1-0. Great defending, strong and determined. Nuno Mendes. Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto getting forward. Oh, that's nice. Might be danger here. Medina to McAllister. And it's Fernandez. Now it's Messi. Now it's Martinez. And it's Bernardo Silva. João Cancelo. And Mendes. Played out to the left flank. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Martinez. Oh, nicely intercepted. And we've reached half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
I think the scoreline probably is a fair reflection of the first half. If there is perhaps one criticism I can make, it would be the wastefulness in front of goal. You really ought to be putting those chances away. They have to make up for that.
Portugal are 1-0 up at half-time, and it's all to play for. Here is the first touch of the second half.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
And he's found a way past. Messi couldn't quite force his way through this time, but boy, he had a go at it.
Well, he's not the type that's short on self-belief, so that could rub off on his teammates now.
Always onto this. Now it's Messi. Here, Messi! Argentina are level. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
En el minuto 51, el dorsal 10, Messi.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Has a look and plays it forward. Knocks it out wide. João Neves. Spread out to the left. Now it's Pedro Neto. And that is expertly dealt with. Fernandes. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Almada. Messi. Real chance! And it's a goal! That was a given, it always was.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
Argentina. Marcó.
And now he has two.
El dorsal 10, Messi.
Argentina leading now.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Thinks about the shot. Oh, shooting chance! That's going to go a long way.
La asistencia a este partido.
Cristiano Ronaldo. He is
97.599
being harried and hassled. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, it's hit the post!
Portugal really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, look at the space here. Goes for a shot! And a neat finish. And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
En el minuto 66.
And that really is so impressive.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
Quite a game this, all square again.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
João Neves. Looking for the run. Oh, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
And this is Ronaldo. De Paul. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Fernandes. Vitinha. And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank. Just about up to 75 minutes. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes! And he has kept it out somehow.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And we have our very first corner. Montiel tries to clear.
Portugal really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Araujo. Medina. Martinez. McAllister. Now it's Martinez. Messi proves just a little bit too strong. Oh, some tackle that. And that's gone loose.
That's good play from him.
Almada. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now it's Pedro Neto, and he shoots! Well, that is remarkable.
Cambio de jugadores en Argentina. El dorsal 16.
There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 15.
Romero.
El dorsal 17. El dorsal 3.
Deftly away. Fernandez. Tagliafico. He is through here. Can he get it through? And this is Messi. No messing about, just bludgeoned away.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Tagliafico calmly anticipates. And the number on the board is 3. Over to the right flank. And here's Bruno Fernandes. Can he finish? Romero. So there you have it, penalties. So by accident or design, neither team is giving way.
Well, it was a pretty engaging game that flew by. The separation now is left to penalties.
So it is that dreaded time, the time you realise that only penalties can decide it. So, are we ready? So this one to set the tone. And he duly obliges.
That's the example they will want to follow.
Now it is the turn of the captain. Oh, great save! That is a great save! Argentina are putting real pressure on here if they put this away. Up by 2. The lead now is 2.
A great position now, but still work to be done.
Portugal really cannot miss this. Big character, big moment, big save. Fernandez, the third man up. Never in doubt.
It was well disguised. It gave no inkling as to where he was going on that. We're talking about a pressure penalty.
been saved! And that's it! So it has all ended in hurt. The team played their part in a terrific struggle, admirably at times, but when it all mattered, they have fallen ever so slightly short. So, Jim, quite a game, decided in the end, in the only way it could have been.
It's a tough one to take, Peter. The players will be feeling like the better side lost, and to some extent that's true. I don't think they did an awful lot wrong, and that's probably what the boss is saying to them right now.
Just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin for joining us and to wish you a very good day. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Hi, Peter. Always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. The crowd rises for the national anthem of Portugal. That was special. Now stand by for this. Well, there are plenty looking forward to seeing this, a capacity crowd here.
Well, at least on the face of it, Peter, there's very little at stake in this.
But, Jim, well,
it still gives ample opportunity for some fringe players to make their case. So I'm inclined towards something that's still high in intensity, in conviction, in tempo even. And that's not a bad thing.
So straight into the action. And here's Neto. Oh, that's nice. And it's Vitinha. João Neves. Cristiano. Can he finish? Well, now, and the keeper couldn't hold it. Goal! Portugal! And Portugal score first. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, you might think I'm being a bit harsh, Peter, but I just can't help the feeling that the keeper should have done a better job. Full stop.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. João Cancelo. Araujo. And it's Vega. And he's picked it up out wide. Pedro Neto. Here's Vitinha. Cristiano Ronaldo.
Cristiano Ronaldo really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Martinez claims comfortably.
Pedro Neto clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Very nicely done. And the ball's gone astray. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Bruno Fernandes. Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Oh, he's got to do better than that, surely.
Portugal currently a goal to the good, and with the lion's share of the ball. Driving on and making good progress. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Oh, well played, well played. Oh, this looks sharp. Mendes gets across to intercept that. Araujo. Bernardo Silva is herring after that one. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Now it's Fernandes. Fernandes unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Portugal leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Looking for options for movement. Vitinha. Ball is over the line. And it's Bruno Fernandes. João Neves. Played out wide. And this is... And the shot! And again! Goal! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, that's great movement from him. He instinctively knew that the ball was going to come back out and put himself where he needed to be. The sort of thing you just can't teach.
So that's 2 now without reply.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they want to kill off this game, now's the time to get it done.
Romero. He shifted it to the flank. Vitinha. That's going wide left. Nicely weighted ball. João Neves, driving through the middle, shapes to shoot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Oh, beautifully dispatched, there was no reaching that.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Portugal find a position of real strength now.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
He's looking wide. Shot at goal! Great football, shot and save.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Portugal with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Argentina have the chance to go the other way. Martinez. Portugal have hit a quick-fire double here. Oh, well measured. Bruno Fernandes kept his eye on it, and he's there. Nuno Mendes. Vitinha. Now it's Pedro Neto. And it's Mendes. Looking for a runner. It's a pretty loose pass. Romero. Montiel. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. Pedro Neto. And this is Ronaldo. Big chance! And that's in! They are purring, truly purring! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
And that is all they have time for. Well, what a half they've had. Cruising to victory, and it's only half-time. Astonishing.
Portugal really are in control here. They've done exactly what they set out to do. There's a genuine flow about their football, and some of the stuff they've played so far has been great on the eye.
Portugal are dishing out a mauling here then. It's only half-time, but the game looks sewn up already.
Los jugadores están entrando al campo de juego.
So the action resumes. Now it's Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva. Good read, needed to be. Messi. Oh, what a ball! There's the shot! And no mistake! It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
Convertido en el minuto 49. Número 7.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Bruno Fernandes. And it's Cancelo. That's a throw. Montiel. To Martinez. Has a look and plays it forward. Spread out to the left. Martinez knocks it into space. Shoots! And that is faded wide.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Medina.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
Cristiano Ronaldo, currently being consciously targeted.
Yeah, as you'd expect, Peter, that defence ought to know when to step up or drop off, and they finally made a decision to get tighter.
Now it's Bernardo Silva. Now that looks a decent ball. Bruno Fernandes picks it up out wide.
La cantidad de espectadores de este
Almost
partido
a six.
fue de 60.333.
Corner number 2 then. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Real chance! And that's wide.
Bruno Fernandes clearly felt that distance wasn't an issue, but maybe there were better options for him there.
And that has put paid to that. Vitinha. Medina. McAllister. Now it's Martinez.
That's alert and sharp and
oh, they could be caught out here. Oh, he's on his own. And a chance! And that's a tiny finish. More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
not even a hint of hesitation. That is such a cool finish.
Convertido en el minuto 66. Número 22.
Argentina still making a fight of this. Nuno Mendes for Pedro Neto, and it's Bruno Fernandes, and he's being shifted off it. Now it's Messi.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
It's Cristiano Ronaldo! And there's a goal! How many? Just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
Gol de Portugal.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Cambio en Argentina. Número 16. Entrará al campo. Número 15. Se está realizando un cambio.
Portugal are having a ball here. De Paul. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Takes a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, what has happened here? Goes for a shot! And he's missed it.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
Cambio en Argentina. Número 7.
So we have further activity on the bench here.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
He came in hard, very hard. And this is Ronaldo. And here's Rafael Leao. They want to be quick to recover this.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
That's an excellent interception. Nicely aimed pass. Now, can they get him away? Chips it through. Oh, super ball. Chance for a shot! Oh, off the bar! Pedro Neto does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Now it's Bernardo Silva. Fernandez. And it's McAllister. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Rafael Leao. And it's Vitinha. Montiel. And Simeone. He's picked his way through.
Se agregarán 5 minutos al tiempo
It's a
reglamentario.
sharp little ball here. And it's been hooked away. João Neves. It's a really well-measured ball. Now it's Bernardo Silva. Aimed beyond the defence. Medina. Gonzalez. And Medina. Gonzalez. He's found a way past. João Neves does really well to win the ball there. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, he's Cristiano Ronaldo! It is close, but that is the last of it. Portugal can look back on a nigh-on perfect performance here. A super contest in which they swept their opponents aside ruthlessly. Cristiano Ronaldo, very much the hat-trick hero. What an extraordinary game he had. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening. Welcome one and all, we have perfect blue skies and quite a contest ahead of us. This really is a feel-good football match. Well, I'm Peter Drury and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. The crowd rises for the national anthem of Portugal. Now that was impressive. It is a monster matchup, Jim Beglin.
Well, it certainly doesn't feel like a friendly to me, Peter.
The atmosphere, absolutely that of a premium contest.
Yeah, and this crowd are demanding the most from their players, and it looks like they might get what they came for.
Things already rolling. Cristiano Ronaldo! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And that was very necessary. And the keeper's got it again. Diogo Costa. And it's Mendes. And here's Neto. And this is Ronaldo. Great chance! Goal!
Well, there's leadership for you. That's what the armband means for him, setting the perfect example, the perfect tone. Tremendous.
Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
Argentina finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Oh, he's goal side, and he's picked out the run. Look at the space here. Big chance! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
He'll be irritated with that, Peter. He really did spring into life as he made his run.
João Cancelo. Portugal leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. And Mendes. Pedro Neto. Bruno Fernandes. And this is chance! Martinez. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! It's wide, but not by very much.
Oh, did the keeper have that covered? I'm not sure he did. I think I need a replay on that one.
Portugal already with the upper hand and looking to turn it into something close to dominance. And it's Bruno Fernandes. And it's made its way to... And a chance! It's a goal! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Pedro Neto! Portugal with the corner, they're first. Montiel is there and he can get that clear. And now they can spring out of defence. And this is Ronaldo. And the keeper's given it away. And he's straight offside. Martinez, and it's McAllister. Now it's Martinez, and Almada, Fernandes, that's destined for the flank. Vega cuts it out. Pedro Neto. Looking to play him in. McAllister, Montiel, now Romero, Medina, and Almada pops him off it and wins back the ball. And he's gone searching cross-field, now it's Pedro Neto. And it's Neves. This looks promising, shoots! Portugal looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Vitinha does really well to win the ball there. Bruno Fernandes, who's set up 1 goal so far. Closing in on goal. Can he finish? Off the post. Fantastic from Pedro Neto. About as smooth as it gets. And they are disappearing out of sight. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
Portugal find a position of real strength now. Almada, lovely pass, but can he get there? Medina has it in a wide position. Shot a goal! Vitinha. Pedro Neto. Oh, this looks sharp. No, that's been intercepted. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, the mood in the two camps couldn't be more different as they go in for half-time. Elation on one side, misery on the other.
Portugal absolutely dominated that half, Peter, and now it's all about game management. There's no need to overstretch themselves. Just stay calm and see this one out.
Portugal producing a nigh-on perfect 45 minutes. It's 3-0. Away we go again. João Cancelo. And here's Bernardo Silva. Cristiano Ronaldo. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now it's Fernandes. Tries a shot! It goes to show he is human after all.
Argentina certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Can he get on the end of this?
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And that has been cleared. Out of play for a throw. Crosses it in. Araujo with the clearance.
Is that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Now it's Pedro Neto. That's a decent clearance. Ronaldo is flagged offside. Pedro Neto. Oh, this is a very good run. Pinches it off him. Medina gets a good foot in there. He is through here. On the finish! And it's there! Just cruising! They are cruising! Minimal lapse, maximum punishment. How that hurts.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
El dorsal 10.
Portugal are having a ball here. Bernardo Silva, good purposeful running this.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
McAllister has a look and plays it forward. Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And he's managed to get free. And the shot! Cristiano Ronaldo is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, as you'd expect, Peter, that defence ought to know when to step up or drop off, and they finally made a decision to get tighter.
Cristiano Ronaldo! And it's come back out to him. And he's stuck it away. And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Argentina choosing to make the first change.
Yeah, it was pretty clear the manager's not been getting what he wants out of his players, so a substitution was going to come. I think it could have been sooner.
Será sustituido por el dorsal 3. Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Portugal are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Not a hint of offside here. And it's claimed by the keeper. Now, what about a counter-attack? Now it's Pedro Neto. And it's Mendes. And here's Bernardo Silva. And this is Ronaldo.
Cristiano Ronaldo really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it. Well, it's Cristiano Ronaldo! And he seemed certain to get the 6th.
Portugal really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Cambio de jugadores en Argentina. El dorsal 7.
Argentina have opted to make another change here.
Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 17.
Oh, he's been caught napping.
El dorsal 15.
Tagliafico. That has been slung wide. Oh, nicely intercepted. Messi. Oh, good-looking ball. Now that's well seen too. Now it's Gonzalez. Oh, that's fabulous.
Habrá 4 minutos de descuento.
4 added minutes on the board. Oh, it's a great... Oh, shooting chance! Fernandez. Now it's Gonzalez. João Neves. And this is Bernardo Silva. Can he finish? Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Decent chance! Oh, wow, that's crazy!
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Portugal can look back on a nigh-on perfect performance here. A super contest in which they swept their opponents aside ruthlessly. Pedro Neto just could not help himself, could he? 3 goals to his name. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
Just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin for joining us and to wish you a very good day. So hello and welcome to what has turned out to be a truly gorgeous afternoon. The sun beaming down on the stands and broad beaming smiles all around us. The mood has soared, and so indeed has the expectation of both teams. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. The crowd rises for the national anthem of Portugal. That was special. Now stand by for this. It is a true heavyweight clash.
Well, it certainly doesn't feel like a friendly to me, Peter.
The atmosphere, absolutely that of a premium contest.
Yeah, and this crowd are demanding the most from their players, and it looks like they might get what they came for.
So straight into the action. João Cancelo. Now it's Messi. Messi. Oh, this is a terrific run. And the shot! Marvellous goal!
What a super start! A total shocker for the opponents. Talk about how to wrestle control. That's how you do it.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Montiel. Nicely shaped ball. Vega cuts out the pass. Bruno Fernandes. So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Pedro Neto. Montiel did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. And it's Fernandes. And this is Messi. So much time and space here. Can he finish? Oh, needed to be more decisive in the end.
Messi simply took an age to make his mind up, Peter, when urgency was the single requirement.
Argentina with the corner, they're first. That's a decent clearance. Over to the right flank. Lovely feet. He's having a shot! Oh, keep trying, and eventually it might come off.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Argentina have their second corner now. And now a sudden chance to counter. Lisandro Martinez gets over and intercepts. And that's a good ball. Shapes to shoot! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
And here's Lautaro Martinez. Knocks it into space. Deftly away.
Martinez clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything.
Vitinha! And he has kept it out somehow.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Looking for the run. Vega calmly anticipates. Bruno Fernandes. Oh, that is a nice touch. Just eases him off the ball. Looking for options for movement. Messi. Oh, he couldn't quite catch up to that. Argentina looking to go into the break, 1-0 up. Bernardo Silva tries to pass it through. Oh, that's fabulous. And he shoots! It's a goal! They are right back in business.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now. Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
Portugal restore parity.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Pass somewhat off target. Montiel. Now that looks a decent ball. Doesn't quite get there.
Two added minutes has been
Vitinha.
indicated.
Played out to the left flank. But he's forced to go back. And back to the keeper they go. And that brings the first half to a close. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Well, Jim, they've both had their moments.
Well, it's been a decent game so far, Peter, although I think in the next 45 minutes we could do with the ball being moved around quicker with a view to trying to entice their opponents out of position. I don't think there'll be a mad rush to do that just yet.
But it has been tight, it's been competitive. Each side with one significant moment. And at half-time, the score is 1-1. Second period then underway.
Argentina have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show.
And a chance! Goal! Argentina! And again they hit the front. Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Number 7, Rodrigo de Paul.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Vega. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Almada. Aims beyond the defence. Chance, surely! Now, who's going to be first to this? No messing about, just bludgeoned away. João Neves. And Mendes. That has not gone well.
Argentina are clearly enjoying a very good spell. The flow of momentum is bang in their favour.
Martinez, he is onto this. Tries a shot! João Cancelo. Vitinha. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Pedro Neto.
The attendance for this match was 71,649.
He is through here. No, he's seen through all of that. Medina. Messi. Caught offside that time. Messi being given no time to dwell on the ball here.
Well, learning from your mistakes and not repeating them is never completely guaranteed, but that rear guard is more focused on him now. If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
He's found a way through. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Almada. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Shoots! Denied by an instinctive save.
Martinez is offering a wry smile there.
So, third corner of the game. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Portugal are looking to go forward now. João Cancelo. That is ended up in no man's land. Vitinha. Played over towards the opposite flank. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Martinez. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's there to clear it. Martinez receives it in a good position here.
Argentina clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. Oh, he's bustling through here.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
He's had a shot! That is decidedly lacking.
Substitution.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball.
Oh, that is asking for trouble. It's gone for a throw-in. We are into overtime. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And that's it. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning. Messi taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
Well, Peter, this was probably more slugfest than a game of football, but I actually found it very enjoyable. A game that was constantly on the edge as both sides went full pelt trying to win this. A throwback to games gone by.
So that's it for today. Thank you, Jim, and good afternoon all.